What if I told you that the secret to a life free from stress, worry, and constant anxiety isn't about trying harder or caring more? What if the real key to lasting peace is caring less? I know, that sounds crazy. In a world that tells us to hustle, to grind, to be on all the time, the idea of just letting go seems counterintuitive. We're taught that the more we care, the more we'll succeed. But what if that constant caring is actually what's holding you back? What if it's the very thing stealing your peace and keeping you trapped? Stick with me for the next few minutes. By the end of this video, you'll see why not caring, as one of history's greatest minds understood it, is a superpower. You'll learn how to stop giving away your power to other people, to random events, and to all the chaos swirling around you. You'll learn how to build an inner fortress so strong, nothing can shake it. This isn't about being lazy or apathetic. It's not about giving up on life. It's about a radical shift in your thinking that can help you master your anxiety, navigate uncertainty, and become mentally unbreakable. And our teacher for this journey, a man who started life as a slave and became one of the most respected philosophers ever, Epictetus. His life was a testament to the power of the mind, a living proof that even when you have nothing, you can still have everything. 1. The Great Paradox, a slave's secret to freedom. Think about your daily life, the notifications, the demands, the endless stream of things to worry about. We spend so much energy on things we can't control. We obsess over what others think of us. We stress about outcomes we can't guarantee. Try harder, we hustle more, and still we feel like we're drowning, constantly fighting against a current that's just too strong. But Epictetus offers a lifeline, a great paradox. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Wait, disregarding, not fixing, not fighting, not stressing. That's right. He didn't mean we should just stop trying in life. He meant we should stop wasting our soul's precious energy on things that do and belong to us. He's talking about a kind of radical detachment. It's not the detachment of giving up. It's the powerful detachment of reclaiming your energy and putting it back where it belongs, on you. Epictetus, remember, was born into slavery. His body was not his own. His environment was not his own. His freedom was not his own. He was at the mercy of others. Yet, he discovered something no one could ever take from him: his judgment, his choices, his mind. His body could be chained, but his spirit was forever free. This is where the true strength of not caring begins. It's about recognizing that while the world can do a lot to you, it can't touch the real you, the person inside who decides how to respond. 2. The freedom zone, a simple idea that will change everything. Here's the single most important idea in all of Epictetus's teachings. And it's so simple, it's brilliant. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. That's it. So simple, but so profoundly life-changing. He divided the world into 2 zones. Zone A, what's in your control. This is your freedom zone. It includes your thoughts, your judgments, your beliefs, your responses, your values, and your actions. This is your kingdom. You are the absolute ruler here. Zone B, what's not in your control. This is everything else. Other people's opinions, the weather, traffic jams, what happened in the past, a sudden illness, the economy, your reputation, your boss's mood. This is the world outside your kingdom. And his core advice is this: invest everything you have in Zone A. Let go of Zone B. Think about your own life. Why do we get so furious in a traffic jam? Because we're trying to control something we can't. Why do we lose sleep over a hurtful comment someone made online? Because we're giving away our peace to another person's judgment. Why do we beat ourselves up over a rejection from a job or a date? Because we're obsessing over an outcome that was never truly ours to command. But what happens when you say, I'll give this my best effort, but I'm not attached to the outcome? Or when you say, They can say whatever they want about me, but I don't have to carry their words with me. That isn't weakness. It's not a sign of giving up. It's a declaration of independence. It's the reclaiming of your peace. It's a refusal to give your mood and your sense of self-worth to the chaotic, random, and often cruel world. It's the ultimate act of self-love. 3. The Inner Citadel, your unshakable fortress of calm. Epictetus spoke of building what he called the Inner Citadel, a mental fortress. This isn't a physical place. It's a state of mind, a place of calm, clarity, and strength that you can retreat to, no matter what storm is raging outside. He taught that no man is free who is not master of himself. When you stop clinging to outcomes, to approval, and to things you can't control, something amazing happens. You become fearless. You stop fearing failure because your identity isn't tied to winning. You stop fearing loss because you realize nothing outside of you was ever truly yours to begin with. This radical detachment doesn't make you passive. It makes you incredibly courageous. Why? Because if you don't need approval, you can speak your truth without hesitation. If you don't need perfect results, you can act boldly and take meaningful risks. You aren't clinging to safety. You can embrace the kind of change and transformation that leads to real growth. This is the difference between disengagement and detachment. Detachment means you move through life with commitment, with passion, and with purpose, but you aren't addicted to the results. It's the feeling of a professional athlete who plays their heart out, knowing they can't control the final score, only their effort. And this mindset pays off in so many ways: in reduced anxiety, in better decision-making, in deeper relationships, and most importantly, in a real, lasting sense of contentment, not the fleeting kind you endlessly chase on social media. 4. Redefining not caring. It's not apathy, it's a life strategy. Let's be crystal clear about what Epictetus meant. When he talked about not caring, he wasn't telling you to become a cold, emotionless robot. He wasn't suggesting you be reckless or passive. He was telling you to be strategic. Epictetus would say, care deeply about your choices, but not about how others receive them. Care about your virtue and your character, but not about your image or reputation. Care about your actions and your effort, but not about the applause or the praise they bring. You can still help people, but you don't demand their thanks. You can still strive for excellence, but you don't crumble into a million pieces when things go wrong. You can love fully and deeply, but you understand that love is a gift, not a possession you can own or control. It's like being a lighthouse in a raging storm. You shine your light, you stand firm. You offer a beacon of hope to those at sea, but you never, ever try to control the waves or command the wind. That's what wisdom looks like. It's the difference between trying to control the uncontrollable and becoming an unmovable force yourself. 5. Practical Stoic drills for a modern life, alright? Enough philosophy. Ideas are powerful, but without practice, they're just pretty words. Here are 3 simple, practical Stoic exercises straight from Epictetus and his followers that you can start using today to build your inner fortress. Drill 1. Premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils. This sounds dark, but it's actually a superpower. Instead of living in fear of things going wrong, you actively think about them. Imagine your day going sideways. A big project falls apart. Your car breaks down. A friend lets you down when you need them most. By calmly thinking about these potential problems, you prepare for them. You take away their power to shock and paralyze you. When they do happen, you won't be rattled because you've already been there in your mind. Drill 2. The reserve clause. This is about mental flexibility. Instead of saying, this must happen, add a little clause to your plans. Say, I'll do my best to get this done, fate permitting. Or, I'm going to try to catch this movie unless something unexpected happens. This simple shift in language creates inner flexibility. You act with full resolve, but you don't have a rigid, fragile attachment to the outcome. When things don't go your way, it's not a disaster. just fate permitting. Drill 3. The view from above. When you feel overwhelmed by a minor problem or a disagreement, zoom out. Imagine your life a year from now, okay? Will this argument, this stress, this failure still matter? Now zoom out to 10 years from now, 100 years. This mental distance gives you perspective and reminds you what truly matters. Most of the things we stress about are utterly insignificant in the grand scheme of things. This simple exercise instantly gives you peace. Optional bonus drill. Journaling like a Stoic. Before you go to bed each night, ask yourself a few simple questions. What did I care too much about today? What truly mattered? And where did I put my energy? Where did I act with wisdom and inner strength? Tracking your progress and emotional detachment is the fastest way to real growth. 6. The emotional turn. My personal shift. I'm going to get a little personal here. I used to be a complete control freak. Every outcome, every reaction, every little detail obsessed over it. If someone ignored my message, I felt wounded. If a project I worked on failed, I spiraled into self-doubt. My happiness was a puppet, with the strings being pulled by other people in random events. But when I found Epictetus, I learned something that was so shocking it changed everything. Caring less was the key to becoming more. I started to unplug my peace from other people's opinions. I stopped expecting the world to be fair or behave the way I wanted it to. I focused only on the things that were truly mine. My words, my energy, my effort, my character. And what happened? I got calmer. I got more focused. I got stronger. I wasn't becoming numb. I was becoming free. My emotional state was no longer a weather vane, swinging wildly with every gust of wind. It was a sturdy tree, rooted deep in the ground, able to sway a little, but never to be broken. 7. The final revelation. True power is inner control. Let's go back to the start. We asked, what if not caring is the ultimate superpower? Now you know. It is, because what's more powerful than a person who can't be rattled by an insult? Who doesn't flinch at chaos? Who can walk into uncertainty and say, I control my response, and that's all I need? Epictetus had a simple challenge for anyone who wanted to grow. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Why? Because growth means caring more about the truth than about your appearance. It means caring more about your integrity than your status. It means caring more about what you can control than what you can't. That's what real strength looks like. So here's your final challenge. Find one thing you're stressing about right now. That email you're waiting for. The comment you can't stop thinking about. The unexpected bill. Now, say this to yourself and really mean it. This is not mine to control. I release it. Then, take that reclaimed energy and focus it on what is yours. Your words, your thoughts, your effort, your character. That's your freedom zone. Live there. Drop a comment below and let me know. What one thing you've stopped caring about, and what kind of peace did it bring you? Let's learn from each other. Let's grow together.